Hello there, NOVEAN. My name is Tara. And welcome to this NOVEAN News Special Edition report. If you haven't been on an asteroid lost in PvP zone, you probably heard that the Serenity Org has taken over all tile ownership in Madis Moon 1, that's over 1,200 tiles. Today in the studio we have with us FrydayWitch, one of the legate of Serenity Org and the brains behind the idea of taking over all tiles in Madis Moon 1 to tell us all about this unprecedented achievement event in Dual Universe. FrydayWitch, welcome to the report. Tell us a bit about yourself.
So, I'm FrydayWitch. I found Dual Universe when I was getting bored of Phantasy Star Online 2. I was looking for another game to play and happened to just find it on a random Google search. I used to do a lot of broadcasting on Twitch, and I was looking for some new content, but I ended up falling in love with this game. I'm relatively new. I only started playing back in like September, October of last year. But I very quickly fell in love with the game, and I loved that it was very community-based, and it had a lot of the things I wanted from EVE Online without actually being, like people ganking newbies all the time and it being really aggressive. It felt a lot more welcoming. And I guess that's really me. I came from Phantasy Star Online 2 and switched over to Dual Universe and never looked back.
Yes. And you are very correct. DU is very welcoming to new players. So, how did you come up with the idea of taking over a whole moon like that?
So I was looking for tier 5 ore, and I was looking on some of the moons, and I realized they don't have that many tiles on them to scan. So then I started looking around at all of the moons to see which one had the fewest tiles. And then after I found it was Madis Moon 1, I looked at it and did the math in my head and realized I could afford to pay taxes on this whole moon. So I should just take it.
Well, Madis has over 1,400 tiles. That is no small operation. Taking over a whole moon like that involves a lot of cost. Can you elaborate more on how did you plan to tackle that?
So as I was figuring out how much it would cost in taxes, I just realized that through my normal operations, I generate more than enough to cover the tax and still continue to profit. Sure, I won't profit as quickly. I'll be profiting slower because I'm having to pay taxes on an entire moon. And then I started talking with Riley, the Serenity super legate, and she said that she could also afford the tiles on herself. So we decided that her and I are just going to split the taxes. And yeah, we didn't need to increase our income at all or even plan how we're going to make it because we already were making enough.
You managed to tackle the cost, you went for it. What was the final result? How many tiles did you grab finally, and what's the plan moving forward?
There's roughly a little over 1,300 tiles that are ours, and what we're going to do with them, I am not sure. It's just more to have fun. If territory warfare comes out, then maybe we'll challenge people to fight us for them. Who knows? It depends on what happens in the game.
On that front, content and making content, what is Serenity? What does it bring as an org to the DU community?
So, Serenity is an organization, and what we do is we're a PvP organization, although we do focus on other things. You don't have to be PvP to be a part of Serenity. But our rule is that you don't shoot weapons at anyone that would not cause you any harm. So, no shooting any unarmed haulers. And honestly, even in cases if an armed ship is not going to shoot at you, you probably shouldn't shoot at them either. However, if you're a pirate and we see you in PvP space, we will shoot you down. In regards to what our plans are, where we fit in Dual Universe is, honestly, there are a lot of pirate orgs and there aren't a lot of active PvP good guy orgs. And that's something that I feel there needs to be a balance between the two, someone just to help keep them in check. We also have a neat idea coming forward. I can't really spoil anything about it. Just know that we have an idea on how to make PvP attractive to people that don't necessarily want to be pirates, we're working on a couple of, we're mulling around a few ideas on that.
A PvP org that protects players from pirates, they better watch out. Serenity is here to stay. Well, congratulations on this amazing feat. Serenity Org is the first org to take majority ownership of a whole moon in DU history. One last question before we go. What advice would you give to orgs and players that are struggling to make fresh content in DU?
If people are bored with the game or trying to find something to do, you can't really wait for the game to make content. It's only going to come at a certain speed, and it's not coming fast enough for some players, especially if this is the kind of question that they're wanting to hear the answer to. So make your own content. Look at how many racetracks there are. You could make your own. You could make your own thing. You could make like a hovercraft and make the first boat races, or you could. There's all sorts of things you could do. Including, claim a whole moon, or maybe try to build the tallest structure, or I don't know. The best thing to do is if you're feeling a little, bored with the game, or if there's not enough content, it's up to you to make it. That's the whole purpose of the game.
FrydayWitch. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And to all Serenity Org members, congratulations on this amazing achievement. That is all that we have for today. From all of us on NOVEAN News, stay fresh and DU on.